I'm live and I'm just tickled by this connectivity. Hello, 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 it's your beach witch. How's it going, sweethearts? We have so many questions, and the only way that I know how to get my questions answered is with the experience of my body. So here we are at my home beach where I've cast many a spell, and we're working with gorgeous ocean elements today. And I don't know if like the landscape presentation or the portrait's the right presentation. Oh, so maybe I should do portrait for a mobile.
Fine. You're good.
You think I'm okay?
Yeah,
Good.
good.
Thank you, Faye. I love you so much. So fams, my actual blood fam is kind of here helping me set up, and then this is the very first day of Hot Witch Summer, because yesterday was the last day of school, so they're gonna head out and do their own thing. I'm super excited to have this connectivity, and then you understand if you've been with me that of all my sensuality, of all my senses, my eyesight is the one that's the most challenging, which of course is the one that I just crave and desire so deeply for connectivity, because I love and worship the moving image. But I don't know how much I'm going to be able to see our chat today. I've got a beautiful set of magical assets to share with you. My sweetie's here, and I think I'll be able to see our chat just by looking at them. Hi, babes. I'm seeing some things pop up on the chat, and I'll take a quick little glimpse down. Do you see that we've got a lovely hurricane lantern here with our magic modality of kelp today, honeys? And I've got our ritual candle, which will burn bright for, I hope, most or all of Hot Witch Summer. We're gonna throw some tarot. We're gonna just have fun and be witches together. So I'll just grab my sweetie's screen real quick, and I'll be able to kind of see how the audio is. That's the main thing that I want to do, is check on our audio, honey loves. And in order to do that, I'll have to swap out and do the very best I can to see as best I can out here. But I might have to just say, honestly, the only thing I'll be able to see is the gorgeous colors that show up with Super Chat. So I might have to just do my witch presentation all on my own. Hi, loves. Hi. It's your beach witch. Hello, hello. Let's see what I can see here, my loves, in our chat. Hi. Doing my best, and what I'll probably do is just be with the presentation that I've made for you all today. So welcome to Huntington Beach, sweethearts. Welcome to my HB, my home beach. This is it. This is it. Hi. Hello. Hello. Hi, Caliblin. Hello. How's Canada? Welcome to my home, sweeties. This is the scene of the crime. This is the reality. I mean, do you love it? People are walking by with their surfboards. Sweets, I'll do my best to see us. Hello, hello, Meg D. Oh, I'm sending you love, and I don't know if you're with your lover, but I'm feeling your lover love from last weekend, honey. Good. Thank you, Joanna. I'm glad you can hear. I don't know how much the ocean will take over. My sweetie and I have been doing Zoom practices down here, and it's been really lovely. So Zoom is going strong, because I have Zoom presentations that I'll be doing from this location and many others. Are you seeing the next triptych, the next trio of spells that I'm casting? Part of it is within the Modern Witches Coven, of which I'm a really happy covener. And part of it is within my soon-to-be launched Patreon, which is going to be a real sensuality practice that's launching on July 1st. I'm so excited about that. And so I'm just tickled that we're able to have this amount of public connectivity right here. Of course, I've got folks in the background are playing volleyball, which is just like every part of my everyday life right now. Tonight is the volleyball banquet for my son's varsity team, HBHS, Huntington Beach High School, that are the state regional champs, which is so exciting. There's 5 teams in this giant state of California that have that distinction for different division. So my sun is division 2, which is gorgeous and perfect for them. And they get a ring. I mean, this is a huge situation, y'all. Magic is so, so real. The sun is coming out right now. We're doing a sun worship situation with Solstice. At Father's Day together, we're worshiping sexy daddy energy. And I have with me a document that's taken me months to put together. It is the PDF that I utilized for last week's Hot Witch Summer for the beautiful, amazing witches over at Seagrape Apothecary. And a lot of what I'll be doing through Hot Witch Summer in a deeper dive will be kind of pulling apart this document for all of Hot Witch Summer with some really sweet surprises that are happening, honeys. In fact, I heard from a little bird that Edgar might be with us, and I am just loving that I'm flying blind right now. Oh, the sun feels so good. Give it to me, Daddy Sun. Give it to me. Edgar, I don't know if you're here, sweetie. I won't be able to see that, but Edgar and I will very soon be announcing a really fabulous, very new thing that we're creating together. That'll be available to literally the whole world very soon. So stay on the edge of your delicious clamshell seat with me, all you Venus lovers. We are about to light our ritual candle. And welcome to Hot Witch Summer. I'm just so thrilled to be your beach witch through it all. And burn it if you got it, sweeties. I had to go out of costume with no wooden matches today. I had to torch it up, so I'm torching it in a brand new way today, sweeties, because I had to have like the real deal bendy, can stand up to elements and wind. So our ritual candle is using our main spell element today, which is sea kelp, the magic of sea kelp. So sweethearts, gather your energy in any way that you're able. And know that you embody oceans, and you are stardust in all of the sand enactments. We'll be worshiping sand for modern witches on my live stream spell over there for Modern Witches Coven on the 26th of June. Know that you are the wind that's whipping my hair. You're the wind that moves the texture of the water, which is a huge part of surf culture. Like, wind is a big thing that's heavily, heavily studied. You know that bonfires are everything. We've already had a riot down here at this very beach to kick off Hot Witch Summer. All about bonfires, honeys. So we're embodying all of those cardinal elements, including water, the magic of water. And we are creating space in our body, knowing that, yes, we love to be fancy and light a candle for every one of the cardinal directions. And right now we're lighting one central candle, and I urge you to do the same. If you have one big candle that you've been waiting to burn, now is the time. So sweethearts, guardians of the north earth, guardians of the east air, guardians of the south fire, guardians of the west water, guardians of this sacred body, this body of water, guardians of our spirit, which is us. Be here now. How utterly sweet it is to be behind the veils, between worlds, to be in our sacred, potent potentiality of our circle, our sacred circle. Oh my goodness, that kelp smells so divine. I entered this space in perfect love and perfect trust. How very, very sweet it is, honeys. Oh my goodness, look at that flame. How good is it? And our connectivity is so good too. So sweethearts, you know that I never, ever, 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 ever am not in uniform, sweeties. I'm never not in uniform. I've got my Sweet Secrets, my Magic Secrets pouch, my Witch Made Magic Secrets pouch, which is so fun for me because when COVID was raging is when my sweetheart Tess and I designed this literally at a distance, outdoors, in the parking lot that I can see right in front of me right now. We met down at the beach and designed this Sweet Secrets pouch, which is all about celebrating our sensuality. We've got this yummy pocket right here, and we've got all of this heavenly kind of like durable fishnet here, because come on, sweeties, this beach witch thing, it's not a joke for me. And then we take this yummy neon hot pink heavenly zip and we open up to our sensuous magic. I am so excited to pull cards for us. I have a way of doing this which I know will show up beautifully on camera. Isn't this fun? I don't know if everybody's seen this yet, but this is my tarot binder. I mean, isn't that yum? Can you hear that sexy strap? And look at that yummy little bondage circle. Isn't it gorgeous? For Moon Baby Magic Tarot. So we're of course going to do Tarotscopes, but we're also going to begin to pull apart this Hot Witch Summer document that I created to share with the world in many different ways. I sent out a love note later last night, about 6 p.m. Last night, and I've got a way to find our way home of our body. And we're going to be pulling some cards for all of those senses. It's not just 6 cards, because each one of those enactments, which I'll show you now, have multiple invitations. Finding our way back home is about being present to how our senses and our body is signaling us, right? And so we'll pull cards for all of those senses. And I sent it out in the love note, which you can check out in your inbox now. And I think that's maybe how we'll begin right now, sweethearts. Because I don't think I'm going to be able to physically see you, I literally will only be able to see if you super chat, because it blasts a big color on the screen for me. And that's how I know that I'll be doing individual tarot for folks. Normally I say hey to everybody personally, and I don't think that'll ever change on this broadcast, honeys. I began a really special spell the other night inside of the Patreon of the really beautiful witch Rachel Lorraine, and we're in the Modern Witches Coven together, and they invited me just in a really open way to do anything with their Patreon. So I'm really excited to be like a visiting witch in any space that you can think of. I'm just excited about all the possibilities of gathering in person and gathering digitally. I cast a spell that required water from the nearest body of water to anywhere that this beautiful Rachel Lorraine Patreon coven is. And we had some witches there from New Jersey. Most of them were from San Diego, so there was a lot of ocean water present. And I'll tell you a little tiny bit about that work that we did. We created work inside of the moon being void, of course, which is going to be a very big part of my Patreon. We're going to work within the void. We're going to work within a bridge of stars. We're going to work within the bridge of what we can see, which is the sand, the stardust that makes up our life, that makes up our body, the droplets and the stardust of information that's the seed of our body that commingles with each other. I am a witch that loves circles that intertwine and circles that overlap and circles that sort of intersect. And I am showing that to the world in everything that I'm doing, working with this last trio of spells that I cast at different locations for many, many different witches' circles, starting at Seagrape, moving over to Modern Witches inside of the Spring Convergence, and then back to Seagrape last Saturday for Hot Witch Summer. And then Hot Witch Summer kicks off my space into my Patreon, and also into the other space of Rachel Lorraine's Patreon. And anybody else that wants to work with me, please hit me up at angelamarymagic@gmail.com and let me know what you think. I'm literally just about full up with DMs right now, cuties, so I don't know if that's a space where I'm going to be able to conduct business anymore, sweeties. But like I said, like, get into my love notes. They're brief, and they contain always ways that you can enjoy free magic and also further connect with my work and witchcraft, and which always leads to your work. And that's where Edgar and I will be talking about what we create together. We're so excited to work together. We haven't talked about blasting the world with exactly what we'll be doing together or when. So I'm going to keep that tight-lipped because I'm not really able to see our chat right now, sweeties. I would love to be able to check that out, though. I just had somebody leave me a larger message, and so great. Hang on one second, honey loves. I'll be able to see this in just a second. Here we go. All right. The screen is on full blast brightness, and still it's really tough to see down here. And I love that beach witch blindness that always happens in my life. I love triangles too, Joanna. Hi, Lyndon. Hello, Sacred Spirals. Yes, thank you so much for helping each other see into what I'm talking about. I love this. So yes, I don't see Edgar on here presently, and that's totally cool. Jenny, you're here. I love you so much, honey. You are containing oceans right now, Jenny. Oh, thinking of you so much on your gorgeous island, around your beautiful ocean, and the oceans that you carry with your baby. Oh my goodness, this is so special. Hi, sweethearts. All right, sweeties. So Edgar and I will be able to say hello very soon. Hello, Hexa bitch. Loving you so. We will let you know very soon, because the enactment that we're creating is sooner than 30 days from now. So you're gonna want to be there, and there's literally not one single person that will be left out. There are just cascading opportunities for connecting with us. There are, oh wow, my sweetheart's telling me there's literally dolphins that you can see right now in the water. I mean, literally directly right here are dolphins jumping out of the water right now. I feel so profoundly blessed, and that's bringing us into the works that we're creating. So I think that's enough for announcements. And the dolphins have beckoned me into our magic today, the kelp that we're creating. We're being witches together, we're being mermaids together. Because the dolphins right now, they're swimming around a literal forest of kelp, which I'll be honest with you is in distress right now. It reminds me so much of all the ways that I've navigated good times and in bad in this literal, in my favorite single girl nest during the street from exactly where I am right now. The sound of the ocean is the sound that helped me to find my way back home, and that's the exercise that we're going to be doing in tarot today. In my Patreon, we're going to be working with kelp magic in a really big way. So today, I want to share with you some kelp magic. After I share with you something that will lead us back to our love and my actual worshiping of who I consider to be a very powerful magical witch, Leonora Carrington. So Leonora Carrington survived and thrived outside of the work that was fed to her of how to be a good Victorian girl. So I have selected a quote that's a bit of a poem that was found in the diaries in 1846 of M.M. Howard. And it's called Ocean Flowers and Their Teachings, right? So M.M. Howard, who the fuck are you? I do not know. But this is how magic works for me. I've just been down this beautiful, murky, dimly lit kelp forest informed dive into the works that I'm currently working with, which is how to navigate living in your body. How to navigate living in your body through all the changes, through everything that you go through in life. And so, of course, I'm brought deeply into the focus of Leonora Carrington, whom I just adore so much. It was just announced that Leonora Carrington's Milk of Dreams is the prime inspiration for the Venice Biennale in 2022. So this enactment of physically being in a movable feast that I bring to you very, very quickly is bearing fruit in my life. And the announcement, which I didn't know about, sweethearts, even though I love and worship parts of the Leonora Carrington family that I know personally, I would never, ever dare to ask for any sneak peeks or ideas. I just find it so distasteful. I think that Leonora does too. Leonora keeps beckoning me to my own creativity and imagination, right? So I've talked a lot about milk-fed spells. And I wasn't aware of Leonora Carrington's work, Milk of Dreams. So I'm just like in my own awe of spiralic linden, spiralic spells that swirl and commingle with other spells. And I find it like the movement of kelp forests, which are present in our life that we can't see. And they literally regulate our bodies and they create safety and wellness, because without that ocean, we ain't gonna make it, y'all. So the kelp forests are in distress right now because there's invasive plants due to colonization that are attacking them. And one of them is called devil's weed, which I find really interesting, which kind of like tacks on to all of the wild ships that you see just like crowding and packing the ocean directly outside. I think that we're really spared right now, not able to see them because of this fabulous marine layer, but we can see the dolphins back behind me. How special is that? So I'm really, really beckoned into doing my own work of weeding and nurturing the seeds that I'm planting, my authentic magic that I'm casting, that's taking fruit and bearing fruit in the works that I'm creating. And I'm moved to urge you to continue to explore the works that you were born to do, authentic only to you. If you feel like, what the fuck am I saying? You're right on time. If you're feeling like, where am I going with this? I just can't help myself. You're exactly where you need to be. So creep it weird, sweeties, and know that, you know, being the appropriate thing that you were told you had to be ain't where it's at. Being yourself is the only thing you can do, sweeties. Everybody else is taken. You gotta do you. So, thinking about this wonderful poetic quote that came to me, I mean, literally, it was literally delivered into my lap very recently from some mysterious human being called M.M. Howard through the Ocean Flowers and Their Teachings from 1846. I share with you this beautiful poetic quote. Oh, call us not weeds but flowers of the sea, for lovely and gay and bright tinted are we. Our blush is as deep as the rose of thy bowers. Then call us not weeds, we're ocean's gay flowers. Oh my goodness. Thank you, M.M. Howard, whoever you are, wherever you are, for helping me explore my queerness, for helping me explore everything that I'm meant to hold space for in this kelp forest that I can see and not see within my body, taking the time to pull the weeds when the time is right and continue to be my authentic self, sweeties, as the Huntington Beach police roll by. We've already seen like the lifeguard truck go by and now the cops go by, and that's fine. All right, sweeties, so the magic of kelp is for imbuing your life with abundance, really specifically financial abundance. We're gonna do it. We're gonna talk about that utterly triggering thing, which is our need to thrive, our need to bear fruit, our need to have abundance and grow our bank account, grow our abundance in any way that is authentic for you. And this beautiful kelp is gorgeous adornment for my altar, because I'm creating a money altar right now. And a big part of it has to do with giving money away. I know that sounds counterintuitive, but the more that I open up my wallet to share my abundance with others, the more that it creates this delicious void, like an open mouth of a cave that receives abundance. So this Father's Day, Daddy's Day, Sexy Daddy Day, on Sunday is Solstice, and I'm creating a spell that I volunteered when asked to do the spell. I knew right away that I wanted to do this spell. It's over at Seagrape Apothecary, and I volunteered the money that they gave me, that they were telling me, as part of their fundraiser, which creates 150 care packages for Black, Brown, Indigenous, and people of color in the Portland area, which is fabulous, because it's just so fucking important to give as deeply as you can in order to receive. And so since I signed on to create abundance in my nectar power spell over at Seagrape Apothecary, which, honeys, you can sponsor somebody to show up for this spell, which has so many fabulous folks creating these wonderful spell capsules. They're 30-minute increments. And this is the start of my nectar power spell for Sunday, which is at 11 a.m. I'm kicking off their solstice gathering, which is a pleasure magic gathering. And we'll be utilizing open spaces and pockets and droplets that the kelp has taught me how to use again and again in my life, and fresh and new as of today. So I'm really excited to create that spell over there. So I want you to know that all of these little bulbs will be included in the spell. So I'd love for you all to add your intention for creating money abundance, for creating financial abundance in your life, in the chat if you have the agency to do that. If you're gathering with us later, please add it to comments. It's really powerful and important. And while you're at it, please like this video, and please share this video, and please subscribe to the channel, because that candle burns bright past this enactment for you. Kelp is really like the ocean's regulator. It creates flow, it creates food, it creates homes, it creates movement and a lack of movement. It creates like bars of movement that ocean animals, and we are part of that, for us. This town has become in my lifetime a resort town. There's massive amounts of money that flow through this town, And it's all built in a capitalistic, harmful way, which I am redivining. I'm redivining and redefining. And I gotta pay myself first to stay strong, to do the works of magic that I meant to do, sweethearts. So I hope that you're having fun adding in the chat every kind of intention that you have for your financial abundance. It'll all be woven into the spell over at Seagrape Apothecary. I hope that you can show up, donate by purchasing that ticket, and know that in your inbox will be spells from Fruiting the Body, Erica Gale, Sarah M. Lyon, Ilva Mara, and myself, and the fabulous owner of Seagrape Apothecary, the creatrix, which is Maria, who's an incredibly powerful practitioner. Seagrape Apothecary has been around for like 12 years, sweethearts. They know what they're doing. So this has been a wonderful spring to share with them, and my little fond farewell of the spells that I've created with them. In February was Sensuous Transfiguration through Pleasure Magic, and then back again for that final Sensuous Transfiguration spell that kicked off Hot Witch Summer, which I'm almost certain you'll be able to purchase over at my website very soon, but I really needed to go down just right, because it'll be a real anchor in my Patreon, sweethearts, which will be a seasonal, gorgeous, really fun thing that all of us can do together. And know that any donation that you make over at Seagrape Apothecary goes towards the BIPOC care packages, which are going out really soon. I know that 2 more spaces just opened through the purchase of the tickets for the Solstice gathering. So, sweeties, financial abundance, how triggering is that? How scary is it to talk about money right out loud? What are we doing? Know that, feeding yourself is just essential. Having a full belly for the works that you're creating is essential. And when we are triggered, finding our way back home is just essential. So let's throw some tarot now for finding our way back home to our body. Can you see that? Oh, it looks so pretty. I love the view. I don't know if you can see the whole view right now, but I hope you can see our candle burning bright. This is a first for me, and I'm just so thrilled to be here, sweethearts. So I've got to put on my cute little Jenna hat. Is everybody fans of Curtis? Curtis, is it Connor, sweeties? Yeah. Curtis Connor's one of my fave Canadians, along with you, Kelevlin, sweetie, and of course Jenny. Sweeties, Curtis is so cute and so fun, and we're obsessed with their love affair with their sweetheart Jenna. And Boone and I are still hanging on to the idea of doing a video that's a Hot Ones inspired video over here. And Curtis and Jenna did a Hot Ones inspired video on Curtis's YouTube channel way before they had 1 million. And now they're almost at, I think, almost at 4 million, right, sweeties? Hey, sweethearts, sunscreen for all of you right now. My goodness, I still have to mom them, even when I'm live streaming, honeys. All of them over there with their naked bodies. So this is the hat that Jenna was wearing in the video that they did, that was the Hot Ones inspired video. And that video is hilarious. You have to see them do that on Curtis's channel. Remind me, Boone, to put this on the description of my video. I'll put that video in here, because Pleasure Magic for me is about laughter, and that's going to be a very, very big part of my Patreon too, because I believe in it so, so much. For some reason, I was taught to act serious when I'm miserable, and I actually think that's kind of like the worst advice ever. I think playing it away rather than praying it away is where it's at. I'm going to make a t-shirt that says play it away instead of pray it away, sweeties. I don't know how much that would kill in this neighborhood, but might get me killed in this neighborhood. So sweethearts, yeah, it's windy. It's a beautiful, gorgeous day. Do you love my bathing suit? Isn't it so cute, sweeties? Anybody else outside? Oh, thank you so much for the super chat, sweetie. See, I can see that color coming in really, really well, and I know my fam can check that out. Let's see if I can check it out, because I've got my sweetie's phone right here, and I might have accidentally kicked out of the broadcast. Let's see, here we go. Let me see if I can see that pretty color that came through. I might have to ask you guys to just let me know who just gave me that nice donation. Thank you so much. I'll be pulling a card for you. So, you know, I've got cards 79 and 80 to talk about Moon Baby Magic Tarot, of which, honestly, this love affair that I'm having with this sweet deck, which literally has a photograph of that very ocean right there, creating that phosphorescence in May of 2020, while this deck was being created. Juliana, 2 times. Oh, thank you so much, honey. I appreciate that, Juliana. Oh my gosh, I love you so much. Love that. The name is perfect, and I love that blue field. So, honeys, you can order Moon Baby Magic Tarot right now at 25% discount using the code MoonBabes69. MoonBabes69, because we have to have fun. And with all of you sweethearts present, we were able to take that BIPOC sliding scale all the way down to 50%. I just had the second I put out my love note yesterday, pop, in came a couple of the BIPOC deck orders that were toggled down to $34. This is what I'm talking about. I'm so tickled and happy that we're able to do that work together, honey. So thank you so much. Keep it going. I think I'll keep the Moon Babe 69 open for Solstice through the weekend, sweeties, and get into it, because I love my deck more than ever, and the powerful part is the access that it gives you to moon worshiping with all 8 phases of the moon, and color worshiping, so you can help find your way back to your body, which is how we're going to be relating to our tarot today, sweeties. Whoops. So who was with me at Hot Witch Summer at Seagrape Apothecary last weekend? Oh my goodness, we had so much fun. It was so fabulous. We had 2 gorgeous witches brews that we were drinking and having so much fun together. All of it inside the container of, like, we're going through things. Like, to create a spell while Mercury is stationed retrograde inside of the eclipse portal is like a brave thing to do. And Maria and I faced that wholly and completely while we were designing the works that we created together. And they held such beautiful trust in the space that I was holding and wanting to do this wild, you know, big document for everybody. So we're going to pull ooh, that's too much. I bit off more than I can chew. It would end up being a 21 card spread if I pulled cards for each one of these prompts. I want to show you, this is what I designed called Finding Your Way Back Home. And this is all about being present in your body. So I think we'll pull one for all 6 of those senses, sweeties, okay? So it says here, being present is a gift you give yourself wherever you are. Here's a map to navigate back to your body. Write down and pull a card. One thing you can smell. Your olfactory, and I know this to be like a complete scientific fact, is the sense in your body that changes your brain chemistry the fastest. And I love that because, you know, like someone like me, if I changed my brain chemistry with what I can see, there's a lot of people that don't see that well. My sweetheart is in the vision care field, I just want you to know, and like it is booming right now because people are lasting longer in their body and they want to see stuff. So I'm really happy that the olfactory, there's such an intelligence to the body. The olfactory is the way we change our brain chemistry the fastest. So sweethearts, we're gonna shuffle the deck and we're gonna pull a card for enlivening our olfactory, our aromatherapy. We're gonna look for guidance. We're gonna look for magical guidance for that now. And I'll authentically pull this from the center. Let's see what, oh, I'm in love. I hope Celtic Carolyn's here. Is Carolyn here, sweeties? We pulled the Page of Waves. And honey loves, I'm gonna be just totally authentically real with you. The swallow spell's never been more basic. I have to do the work that I'm called to do. Lick my finger and swallow because we forgot my witch's brew at home. I had my cinnamon witch's brew at home and I'm so sad I have nothing to drink right now, honeys. We have pulled the Page of Waves, so everybody drink. And drink for me, please. This is the first quarter moon phase from last night and it shows the fabulous page in their seasoned presentation, an old hand holding a witch hazel bloom. And if you've never smelled a witch hazel bloom, you are in for a treat. The amazing Celtic Carolyn sent me a box of witch hazel blooms from back east. Oh, I'm so excited. I'm designing a static video for that very specially, okay, sweetheart? So I haven't showed anybody that yet. So the Page of Waves tells us to seek out in community with your youthful exuberance, which is existing in your body at all ages and stages of your life. And ask for assistance, for breathing in the subtle energies that you need for locating where in your body your feelings need administration, right? Sometimes things get so hectic and chaotic and there's so many rules and regulations of who's allowed to see what, say what, do what. Your youthful exuberance shoots your hand up in the middle of a workshop and says, you know what, I don't understand what you said. Say it again, please, in a different way. You know, your youthful exuberance says to other people, I love how you said that. Thank you so much. That awakened so much joy in me. Use your youthful exuberance to ask for what you need and breathe in very deeply the subtle fragrances that other people can deliver that show you where in your body you need administered magic, right? That's a unique take on this card and I'm about it. Yes, cuties, look, I can tuck it right there. That first quarter moon phase says, ask for spirit to come into your life and show you the right direction. Do. I had so much fun on the first quarter moon yesterday. Oh my goodness, doing it. All right, sweeties. So the second thing is, let's identify two things that you can taste. So how is that going to come out in this tarot spread? I have no idea. Let's do it. Let's see what spirit is showing us. Oh my goodness, the cutest little red-headed baby's walking by me right now. Look over my shoulder right here. Ah, look at that cute, like a little Pippi Longstockings at the beach. So adorable. Ah, I'm loving this. I mean, we've only to ask, darling loves, and we shall receive. Two things that we can taste have showed up here. This is the Three of Caves with the keyword concatenation, right? Concatenate, that's bringing it together and blending together elements. I always think of a 3-strand braid. That's why I created this for the Three of Caves. When we're talking about two things that we can taste, let's put a salty, sweet flavor together in a magical enactment. There's the fuzz again, sweeties. Defund the police. Can I just say that right now, sweeties? I mean, me and Pippi Longstockings really don't need to be monitored that heavily out here. Anyways, oh, I wish you could see my family right now. They're just so damn adorable. So sweethearts, the two flavors that are here on this card is pomegranate and blood orange. Pomegranate and blood orange. showing themselves inside of archways in Morocco beneath a full moon, showing us to celebrate our body right now. And if you want to put together a recipe using blood orange and pomegranate, hit me up, let me know what you come up with, but blend together the salty and the sweet right now. Blend those flavors together, and literally, and also kind of blend together the ways that you have that bitterness showing up in your life and the sweetness in your life. Let both of them be present in the magic that you're creating. Here we go. Look how pretty these are together. You know what needs to be seen right now is your bank account. That green field is showing that there's money on everybody's mind, and why not? We're human beings that need to thrive inside of this capitalist patriarchy that's been created by someone else, and we're rewriting how things are going down. So you need some cash, you need a financier, you need some funds to thrive in this system right now, so we can create new ways of living, right? That account for how the playing field is set up. You know, it's not even. And so let's get into it with defunding the police. Let's get into it with reparations and land back. Let's get into it, sweeties. It's the only way to thrive. The oceans are counting on us, sweeties. So the next thing is 3 things that you can touch. And this is, you can do this inside your Book of Shadows as well, sweeties, but we're gonna pull a card that speaks to 3 things we can touch, that sense of feeling. What is it that you can touch right now? I love this. Okay, sweeties, look, we've got the 10 of Waves. With my beautiful, gorgeous baby girls' handprints from the moment they were born, right on board. And to be able to have them right in my sight line, in this wave right here that they're riding. Oh my goodness, it's very special to see this. The key word is birth on this card. And when we're talking about the sense of touch and actual physical handprints show up, I'm listening. This is about being very present to how you want to touch and be touched, and ask for the touch that you're looking for. Let it be present in your life. Let this be a new time that you're acknowledging and honoring that you're an animal that needs to be touched. And also create that by touching yourself, touching others. Oh my God, this is so fun. I love my little deck, honeys. It's so fun. The next prompt is 4 things you can hear. Okay, so this is about our oral magic. And remember to listen, because your inner child is listening, sweeties. Okay, here we go. The Hermit card. I hope that Cole is here. Cole shows up later. It's our card, honey. This is the 2nd card in a row that is showing our waxing crescent moon when we need to protect and nurture ourselves. You know, honeys, yes, we're almost there with the end of this Mercury retrograde and kind of picking up the pieces of this eclipse portal, and also taking stock and sifting through to see exactly the knowledge and wisdom that we gained from this time. So really protect and nurture the sweetness of your space in your body. Give yourself time. Give yourself time. When you feel those moments of FOMO showing up, just breathe into it and relax, honey. Protect and nurture your magic. It's really super important, especially your ancestral magic, right? Keep those candles burning bright, and let your spirit know that when you wake up that you're present by doing your morning pages, letting spirit speak to you, creating better quality of listening in your life. Oh my goodness, that's a good one. Now we're going to pull the last 2 cards, and this one is for 5 things we can see. So this is a methodology for finding your way back to your body. 5 things you can see. I can't believe my whole family's here right now. This is so fun. Am I allowed to say that on a live stream? Is anybody in trouble for me saying that you're playing hooky at the beach? Awesome. All right, sweeties, this is about 5 things that we can see. This is our visual magic. Visual magic. The 3 of waves. Everybody drink. You know what? Honestly, I'm sending someone in my family away right now to go get me a drink. I mean it. Come back with lunch too. This is the first quarter moon phase. Again, spirit is present. We're doing our divination. We're listening. We're knowing that what we see, we believe. I say that often in my spells. Believe what you see. So when we pull this 3 of waves, the key word is collaborate. So now we've got concatenate and collaborate. 2 of the more interesting words that are keywords in Moon Baby Magic Tarot. Get into this deck. I'm literally like this close to placing my order with the printer, sweethearts. So you got to get in it, because I really I can't get wild right now and just have a million decks laying around. Okay, sweeties? So if you're curious about the deck, get into it. If you're a person of color, you can order that with a sliding scale that goes as low as 50% off. This 3 of waves, for what we can see, is unique ways of collaborating in order to thrive in this time. Unique ways of collaborating with our spirit guides that are just yearning to be seen in our life. Love it. And now the next prompt is 6 things that we know to be true. So this is about our intuition, right? Love it. Oops, I just dropped this. This is the 9 of Caves. This is amazing. You saw me shuffle the deck. You know I'm pulling these cards out authentically. Another first quarter moon phase. So of these 6 cards that we've pulled, precisely half of them are first quarter moon phases. This is the 9 of Caves. The key word is prosperity. The 9 of Caves is playing so prominently through all of this season right now. Through the eclipse portal, the opportunities that have come my way in the eclipse portal cannot be denied. I am on such a journey right now to live inside the presence of feeding many birds with a single grain, for all of those birds to fly free and be full and disseminate the magic everywhere in the world. And it's working. So I am working it. 9 is a witch's number. 9 is my life card number. The Hermit card is up. The 9 of Caves is up. Magic is afoot, sweethearts. Feed yourself really deeply. Have food on your altar right now. It's so, so important. These are all channeled messages right now. Get deeply into your ancestral magic. Deeply, deeply into it. My ancestors utilized a mortar and pestle, and I've got a marble mortar and pestle that I'm using wildly right now. Witches have always mashed flowers and seeds to create like an aqueous liquid form of magic that they eat or feed the world. And we use in our potions that we don't always eat with our mouth, but we sometimes use on our bodies, or that we use to feed back to the earth. So you are being called to your ancestral magic right now, and have fun with all these prompts. Go back and re-listen to them. And my family hasn't moved 1 inch when I begged them to get me something to drink. I am so parched. I've never ever done a broadcast without something to drink right now, sweethearts. I'm losing it. I hope in my dreams that my sweetie comes back with like lunch from the gastropub. Oh, you shit. Somebody had a water bottle. And at least this is from my birthday when we went to Desert Days with my sweeties. Okay, Juliana, I'm going to pull you a card in a second. And anybody else that makes a donation, I'll pull you an individual card in a second. That is so good. Yummy. At last. You know how hard it is to be at the ocean and listen to waves and waves and waves and waves and be thirsty? I'm still going to make my sweetie go get us lunch from Gastropub. I'm so excited. Oh, honeys, what fun it is to be witches with you. Look at this beautiful reading we have before our eyes. I mean, I'm just gonna have this moment where I ask everybody that's present and in the chat to give themselves a huge shout out for what they absolutely adore about themselves. I will do that in an oral way. I am so fucking proud of myself for making Moon Baby Magic Tarot. And now Altaloon. Wait till you see Altaloon is bananas. It's so awesome. Sweeties, tell me something in the chat that you're proud of creating. Tell everyone, tell the world. Tell the world. And know that when you share what you love about yourself, in your emotions, what you love about yourself and your body, what's your favorite body part, that it just grows that perspective. So let's grow that loving perspective you have for yourself. Is anybody checking on the map where Gastropub is? You ought to. It's so yummy. We're going there for lunch. I just decreed that. Thank you, Juliana. Your donation's helping us get a little nibble to eat in the name of love with that witchcraft donation. Gorgeous. Well, I can't wait to look back at our broadcast and see what you're proud of that you created, what you love about yourself, your favorite body part, and things that you are growing in your perspective right now, sweeties. Oh, what a gorgeous day. I love these beautiful days with a big marine layer. One thing I wanted to talk about is how we age and how we change shapes from the sun. We change shape from the ocean, and we change shape. We swell and get pruny and open up. We bloom, and we'll be talking about blooming in a really big way at my spell with Modern Witches, which I'm so excited to cast, sweeties. Remember that Modern Witches spell, it's the first in the next triptych, the next love triangle of spells. And I'm moving around for this next one. I'm going to start on the sand down here, and then I'm going to go and be with Sheila Nagig in the UK. I've got a couple locations that I'm thinking about where Sheila Nagig exists at churches in England and the UK. One's in Wales that I'm hoping to get to. It's going to be wild. But I am determined to live stream at the feet of Sheila Nagig as she opens her vulva to share with me the sweetness of her secrets, of what she's endured and how she's been stolen from we witches. So that'll be in September. We'll experience that through my Patreon as well. And then we'll also be in November with Modern Witches and in my Patreon at the Hollywood Forever Cemetery. They'll be very separate enactments. Of course, with my Patreon, it will be much, much, much more intimate. And with Modern Witches Coven, I'm sharing with that coven how dedicated I am to the Modern Witches Coven and covens in general, and how much I believe in commingled circles, right? In commingled circles. So very soon on July 1st, you'll hear announcements about Modern Witches Confluence coming up on Hallows and what my involvement is, which is pretty fucking major. And you will also hear more about this movable feasts with Angela Mary Magic that starts on the sand on the 26th and goes from there. So I can't wait to feast on what you love about yourself when I'm able to see this later, sweeties. I can get a nice silhouette of my cute bathing suit. Honestly, though, can you even take it? Is that the cutest with the little tie in the back? And it scoops really low in the back because, come on now, I'm a 55-year-old witch. Do you think I don't have a tramp stamp? Do you think I don't have a lower back tattoo that's gigantic? Do you think? Oh, whoever gave me that donation, I love you so, so much. Who is it, cutie? Oh my goodness, which one though? There's two. Oh my goodness, Hawaii, I love you so much. Thank you so much for being here, Amelia. Oh, A Rose Mapstone ASMR is here, and I'm so, so excited. Yes, sweethearts. Maybe there'll be a tattoo tour that happens somehow on my YouTube channel. I'll be pulling cards for Juliana and Amelia in just a second. How's Hawaii? Is it so beautiful? I'm so proud of you for jumping and letting the fishnet appear. Oh my goodness, your hot witch summer must just be so fabulous. I'm so proud of you and excited. Juliana, honey, this one's for you and anybody else that gives a donation. All right, sweethearts, here we go. Wow. This is the Queen of Blades with the keyword lucidity. Once again, we're pulling cards that have that waxing crescent moon phase. This is a time for you to really protect your magic. I think this is about physically putting into action the things that you're thinking right now, Juliana. Is this the color field that you created in your donation, or was that the one that Amelia did? I don't know. The color field looks really important. Color field is beautiful. I'm going to need to read out loud what this says if Julia anything. No? Juliana is the first one. May I? Thank you so much, cutie. So was that Juliana's? Okay, that's a rose. Okay, here we go, cuties. I'm going to be able to read this now. There it is, cutie. Thank you so much for your funky chicken. So let me talk about this card for you right now, sweetheart. I know that there's topsy-turvy thinking in your mind. Remember, you've got to root. And when we root, we go down and then we very quickly go out. There's more roots that actually go horizontal to anchor you. This is a time of anchoring. Thank you for your kind donation, sweetheart, in the blue field. I will just jump in just a second and pull you a card when I can see a little bit better. So remember, you've got to stay lucid. You've got to stay fresh. You've got to pull from that information that is commingled with everything that you know to be from the past, present, and the future, right? You've got to stay really clear-minded right now. Lucid dreaming would be a fabulous skill for you to learn right now, Juliana. Remember, you're nurturing and protecting at this moon phase that's showing up on this card. And you got this, honey. Queen of Blades, Juliana. Wow. Okay, so I'm going to try to read what this says here, sweeties. I'm going to have to swap out for my other glasses, so you hold tight. Hi. Hi, you can see my little squinty peepers, honeys. There we go. Hello, A-Rose Mapstone. And I say ASMR because I love your ASMR. It's so inspired, so unique and different. Hope you and your sweetheart are well. Love seeing you thriving, Mama. Ocean has been my mentor lately, I bet. Some of the lessons have been hard. Would love a card for more clarity. Thank you. Kisses to you too, sweetheart. Okay, swapping back out so I can see a little bit better. Sweetheart, my honey and I took like the deepest dive you can ever take while making a decision that ended up being no for us. Before our kids were born, we considered moving. They had a business opportunity. We considered moving to Hawaii, to the island, to the big island, to Hilo actually, to the wet side of the island. And at the last second, it didn't happen. And that is a life-changing experience. So I understand how hard it is because I tapped in to the radicalness. You know, on our honeymoon, we actually walked the hot lava flows directly beneath our feet on the big island. So we got deeply into receiving messages from lava flows. So I understand how hard some of the lessons that Hawaii can give. Send me a DM and let's talk about a couple of YouTubers that I know that are over in the islands that may give you some comfort of local locations where you can find gorgeous food and community. This is channeled messages coming up, sweetheart. Here we go. This card's for you. You've got the reversed Queen of Lasers, the reversed Queen of Lasers. So, sweetheart, the reversed Queen of Lasers is powerful right now because there's like this dulling of the normal hole of light that you feel. It's like the dimmer switch is out of your control and it's down. So work with me for just a second. I'm going to move this around just for a moment because it's powerful and important. I know the song that goes with this card. Remember, sweetie, you have pulled this card reverse, so now this turns into the waning gibbous moon phase where we release expectations. Very hard. Only because you're so conscious and so good that you knew you would encounter the exact feelings that you're having right now. Now it's time to remember the time it takes to let spirit integrate and fold in the messages that you're cooking with. You're cooking with the low flame right now, right? So when you release expectations, it's almost like sun-drying fruit. It's not the same as when you have it on a raging flame and it's flash frying and it's like, hot damn, we're moving, right? So bear with me. So the song that goes with this, Amelia, is Gold Dust Woman by Fleetwood Mac. If you don't love me now, you know, this is about you encountering your lovableness, how you are a lover, how lovable you are, how people connect with you or not. It's a powerful moment, so bear with me, cuties. There's some more knowledge and wisdom that wants to pop up right now. The Queen is showing you that the dive inside of yourself is like reaching depths that you couldn't have reached if you didn't move, and also asking you to regulate with some air bubbles, to regulate with some buoys so you come back up to the surface in a regulated pattern, okay? You can't stay down there all the time. Even though spirit will let you, if you keep saying, take me, take me, take me, you actually have to talk about being in a body with spirit, okay, honey? How funny that I was showing you the ocean and the cosmos. You're touched into the freshest earth on earth. I talk about that a lot. With lava, it's the freshest earth on earth. It's the ultimate hungry, gnawing, newborn baby that will take every bit of energy that you've got. So, sweetheart, release expectations. Ask your body to come back up to the surface. You got this. Day by day, piece by piece, remember to keep returning to the magic of the lunar phases. And let's chat YouTubers that I know over in Hawaii. I don't personally know. I will someday, I know it. And the work that they create so you can get like all the resources you need for community over there. Okay, honey? I'm excited. Thank you for turning to me. Thank you so much for asking such a special, specific question. All right, honey. So, the next person that I'm pulling for, is it Hexabitch? Let me take a quick peek. I think one of the things I might love the most about coming to the beach is that I can't see, that I have to rely on all my other senses. Yes, Hexabitch, I'm pulling a card for you, and then after that is Claire Twigs and Sprouts, for all the good energy I get from your magic. Thank you, Claire. I love you so much. Claire, you are the reason why I knew that I could sustain myself literally via this channel. You helped me not give up at a time where I felt pretty lost over here. So thank you so much for you being like the one that super chatted me first of anyone in the world, because I applied for that so many months before that I just kind of just thought to myself, maybe it's the content that I'm making. They're not approving it for that. So thank you, Claire. I love you. So Hexabitch, you're mine, sweetie. Let's go. Oh, wow. Honey, you've pulled the world. You've also pulled the waning gibbous moon phase to release expectations. You know that everything is available all the time. You're a very powerful practitioner. You know these things to be true. And yet, You still need to get a little bit of editing down so you can like know the right nourishment for yourself. This speaks to the interdependence of all things, so it's asking you to find the thing that gives you joy and ask that to be your nourishment. Really powerful for you, Hexabitch, sweetheart. I'm so lucky that I've got this device here for my sweetie. Thank you so much. I need to take another little peek at this because I want to make sure that I've got the message of what you're looking for, honey. Because I see something moving around. It's a little gift. Oh, you gave me that cute little fox. I love you so much. So, sweetheart, I know this helps. I'm going to tell you that that blue butterfly is what really jumped out at me. So maybe blue butterfly pea is wanting to be created in some kind of a hydrosol or an essence or a witch's brew and drank. Enjoy, sweetie. That red field is speaking to love and endurance, so you know you're having to be really strong right now. I see that. And remember to edit, release, let go, and move towards the joy, that which gives you joy, right? That's what's sustainable. And this is for you, Claire. Thank you so much, honey. Love you so much. This is the 9 of Waves. Everybody drink. Yes, I can finally drink. And after this, it looks like we're going to be doing our Tarotscopes. Am I wrong? No, I got another donation. Thank you so much. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. I'll read that in just a second. So it's literally always initiation time for you, Claire. You're so incredibly authentic with your magic. I'm going to have to ask my sweetie to open this up for me, just simply so I can participate in our swallow spell. You have a unique inner voice and unique inner compass. Your inner compass. Oops. Here we go. Lovely. 2 more. Gorgeous. And finally, oh, love it so much. Your unique inner voice and inner compass. It's so challenging to decipher the difference between the inner critic and the like authentic voice that says, no, this offering's not for you. Yes, this one's for you. It's very emotional. And yet you're still being asked, what physically can you do in this field to sustain yourself? It's almost as if Spirit is asking you to be more loose and soft as you try things out, especially with how you sustain yourself, and always be manifesting, even though it's challenging, even though it's scary. This is a lifetime for you in this body of yours where you're manifesting initiation after initiation after initiation. It's your superpower. I think it's really, really great for your family to see you so fresh like this. You have tremendous psychic abilities. You have tremendous ability to like feel things. Remember, honey, some of those things that you feel might not be yours, so your practices of drawing your energy back to yourself so you know exactly what is right for you is powerful, because you're so sensitive and psychic that you can feel other people's energy so easily. Don't forget to feed yourself first and best. Thank you, Claire. Thank you so, so much. And I'm going to just take another little peek here, sweeties. I literally can't even look up when I don't have my sunglasses on. The sunny saved me so much. Cutie, oh, it's good to see you. Aw. Blue for big wave magic, from your swamp to my ocean. Thank you so much, cutie. Aw. Sorry, I can't look you directly in the eye, honey. It's just way too bright. It's way too bright for my super sensitive eyes. So this is for you, cutie, and then it's off to Tarotscopes. I love that swamp energy is called in. You know, kelp forests are very swampy places. And we are infested right now with this devil weed here in California in our kelp forests. And I love that there's like a female scientist that's really bringing this to the front. I think they're Dr. Caruso is their name. I don't know if I have that perfect. I know the last name is Caruso, and I'm just like in love with the fact that they were diving and pulling forward this idea that our kelp beds were infested. And once I learned that, I was able to bloom forth all these articles. They're just doing groundbreaking work here in Orange County, especially in Laguna Beach, where my babies were born. It's so, so special and important. One of the places that I spent a lot of time when I was pregnant, since you're giving the blessings with your swamp in the ocean, I feel like this is important channeled wisdom for you in your reading. At a beach called 1,000 Steps in Laguna, which I feel like I spent a lot of time in different love affairs down there, in different ways that I was finding myself as an adult down there at 1,000 Steps Beach, and tons of time pregnant down there because my midwife was in that neighborhood. It turns out that the reforestation and this weeding of this devil weed specifically is going on through a really cool state-funded program at 1,000 Steps Beach, which is not being done anywhere else in the world. And it's through a femme scientist, and it's just so exciting. So, sweetie, you know, deep diving is where it's at, even when it's murky and swamped and we can't see. Okay, honeys? So, cutie, thank you so much for your kind donation. This one's for you. Swamp and ocean love. Oh! The Knight of Blades has shown up, and this gorgeous, beautiful moon phase of the super waning crescent moon. This moment in the darkest moon phase that tells us, what are we growing? What are we moving towards? Cutie, your keywords are explore kinks. And look at that color field, so full of life and energy in your body. Let those helpers come in and bring you that with which you absolutely are turned on by. Aim high and go big. And I think that there might be a possibility that for some reason, you might not feel like you deserve it. On some level, maybe somebody taught you that. I don't know. That's for you to discover. But the thing is, you gotta aim higher. You gotta go bigger. And you have to say, helpers, come to me. This is truly about exploring your kinks. They're not going to explore themselves, sweetheart. I love that this is a time for you to bring it on. This is literally a photograph of the actual, like, should I turn the camera around? Could I do that? This is a photograph of the palm trees that I'm looking at right here, blowing in the wind. Know that you can bend and not fall over, you know? You can bend and not topple down, cutie. Go bigger. You can handle a lot. You are grown and you got this. Ooh, I love it. So of the personal readings, that's the final one. And when the Knight of Blades shows up asking us to explore our kinks, I take that very personally. I love my deck. I mean, look at these colors. They're so beautiful. They're so fun. They're so saturated and unique and different, sweeties. There's meanings for upright and reversed, and there's meanings in the color. There's meanings in the moon phase. I mean, this is like my favorite thing. I mean that. All right, sweeties, I think I might have seen another donation come in just now. I'm going to take a quick little peek. Oh, thank you, Tina P. Oh my gosh, ocean to ocean. I'm sending you so much love. I fell so madly in love with the wild, brilliant Aquarius Tina P this year. And it's been such a giant blessing in my life. Tina, I don't even know. I'm literally begging Faye to follow through with something they're excited about. They are a bookworm. They just so happen, just like the bookworm Marilyn Monroe, to look exactly like Marilyn Monroe. I'm just encouraging them to go after the YouTube channel that celebrates, or TikTok, whatever the fuck it is, that celebrates youth adoring books. So Tina P, I didn't see a tarot question, sweetheart, but here's the answer. I love these nights that are showing up for us. The Night of Lasers with the keyword dynamic, okay? And the opposite moon phase to the other night, which is the Night of Blades, right? This is a time for you to nurture and protect that with which is the full array of your magic, right? When we talk about dynamism, it means that there's a variety. This variety looks like it's looking into like the subtle nuances of the ancient works that you celebrate, right? Oh wow, look how pretty that horsey is, sweetie. It shows you taking steps and moving through knowledge and wisdom that you're gaining and bearing fruit at the top and then bringing it down the steps to feed others. It shows many steps. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Sweeties, I could have swore there was 13 steps on this pyramid. I'm going to have to consult with my love over lunch in just a minute because I think we created this together. This Night of Lasers dynamism is asking you to like summon the energy, this energy that's in your body right now, to create all the steps that bring more of this array to your life so you can give it to others. I know you know what that means, Tina P. Oh, I love you so much. This color field is one of my faves, sweetie. It goes from a very delicious tangerine kind of mango orange down to this soft pink. I love this gradient color. Work with these colors. It's about self-love. It's about actual love, you know, so it's the lover love you have outside of yourself and the self-love within. You're changing right now, Tina, and I'm about it. Oh, this is exciting. Until I make it over to your ocean, sweetheart, my other beach witch cohort over there, I'm sending you so much love, Tina. Thank you so much. All right, cuties. I'm going to whip through our Tarotscopes right now, honeys. And I think that I'm on track. I just want to take a quick little peek with what I got. Oh, thank you so much, honeys. I'm loving seeing all these waves and happiness. Everything is a spell. Is that what it said? Oh, you're feeling this so much. Well, look, check it out. I saw everything is a spell, and you said feeling this so much. I am too, Tina. Okay, Aquarius, this one's for you. Let's go. You've got the 10 of Lasers, honey. The 10 of Lasers is keyword evolve, which is showing you taking the fires of 2021 and moving them further along. Let's go. Let's get all of the helpers involved, the whole group activated in this moment, and let's move. Let's get it cooking right now, okay? Let's get all the tongues of flame saying the same thing. So I think this is more about creating a script so everybody's on the same page, Aries, okay? And I hope that works for you. I know it does for me. I gotta move just a little tiny bit, cuties, because you know Mama is a little disabled here, so I gotta move my body because I can only stay in one spot for so long in an unpadded beach chair. There we go. Good. And I'm going to show you around in just a second, okay, cuties? All right, Taurus, this one's for you. Wow, another 10. This is the 10 of Blades. The key word for this is disillusioned. Wow, disillusion. And it's really so opposed in the lunar phase to Aries. So Taurus, this is showing the shit talking that's going on inside your body, mind, and spirit. And please knock it off. Like that's it. Just stop. You quit shit talking yourself, Taurus. It's not helping. And it might present in a gossipy tongue. So if you're finding that you're talking shit about other people, that's really the voice in your own head to yourself. Love you so much. You know, that's a message for me. Taurus rising here. All right. Looking at the time, 2 p.m. We're doing good, sweeties. All right, Gemini, this is for you. Wow. La Luna, this is the moon. Another first quarter moon phase. The key word is subconscious. I love it. This Mercury retrograde has been some of the wildest lunar magic I've ever experienced in my life. This is super powerful. Key 18, look for the ways that you're moving magic into the world in kind of divisible to 9, right? Because 1 plus 8 is 9. Gemini, my love, this is a dreamy time for you to pull forth everything that you've ever dreamed of on the outside of your body. So pull it up from the depths now and show the world. All right. Did I get it right? Aries, Taurus, Gemini, Cancer. Here we go. I'm looking at my family that is blinking at me. Like, what do you mean? The star card has showed up. Yay, I love it so much. So Cancer babies, this is time for ritual baths and every kind of like way you can hydrate and create magic in the nectar of your body. So really be in your wheelhouse right now, in your water wheelhouse right now, and get ready for Hot Witch Summer and have it include tons and tons and tons of ritual baths and witches brew. Love it. Okay. Leo, this is for you, cuties. The Strength card showing that cat family front and center. This is a super literal moment right now to use your metal, use your strength. That's the key word here, metal. Use the power that you have for good in the world, because this is an initiation into a very new field for you, and you gotta use your strength for good, right? Just be on that good side. Don't worry about so many of like the mechanics of this has to happen and that has to happen. Really, honestly, use your power for good in the world. Oh, so fabulous. All right, Virgo, this is for you. I love it. This is the Two of Caves with the keyword diversity. Love it. So, sweetie pies, I'm going to take a second here because that is who I am. This is our waxing gibbous moon phase that is giving a very distinct message for you to kind of like do better. And that doesn't mean beat yourself up, Virgo. It just means that you need to take this time where you're so blessed and you have so much abundance and do better with it, okay? Shine the powerful, bright light that you have on others that have less than you systemically, okay? Sending you love and thank you for all your blessings, Virgo. You've been just on fire this year. All right, Libra, here we go. The Five of Blades. The keyword is trauma. Another new moon. Wow, there's so much that came up with that big solar eclipse for the new moon, sweethearts. The keyword trauma here, Libra, is showing you, needing to protect yourself. Like enough is enough. You don't need to expose yourself to more trauma. Be with the strength that you have from acknowledging spaces that don't welcome you. Like straight up, just admit it to yourself and act accordingly to go to the places where you are truly appreciated. All right. Love you, Libra. Okay. Scorp, let's go. The Two of Blades. Keyword is balance. And that moon phase is the waning gibbous moon phase, asking you to truly, truly acknowledge the things that you need to edit. Like you're in the middle of this heavy-duty writing phase, and writing can look like setting up like a storyboard or a script or an idea. It's just time to edit and really like get to the essence. Get to that milky essence of what it is you're trying to say. Be simple. Be plain spoken. Love you, Scorp. Okay. After Scorpio, we've got Saggy. Let's go. This is the 8 of lasers. Oh, fire. I love this so much, especially as we are in this era of releasing expectations. That's the moon phase of the waning gibbous moon phase. That 8 of lasers is showing you that if you keep thinking that other people owe you anything, it's just holding you back. So take a minute and recognize your own strengths and blast off from that place, okay, Sag? Blast off from your own strengths. Know that you're enough. You're enough. The times that you get into hot water is when you doubt your power, and it maybe makes you like over-exaggerate your skills. When really, honey, you are enough. You don't need to exaggerate. All right. So, after Saggy is Capricorn. Have I forgotten anybody? I hope not. I love this. This is the Knight of Caves. Now, all 3 of the Knights have showed up today. It's sexy time for Hot Witch Summer down at the beach. I love it. Knight of Caves, keyword is feast for Capricorn. Capricorn, of course you pulled caves. Of course it says feast. You've got to keep celebrating your successes. It's so important because you're so practical. You have a mind that can really seek out that which needs to be improved, that with which needs to be improved, when actually, maybe, you just need to tell yourself what a great job you did. Tell your group, your family, everybody in your vicinity how fabulous that thing turned out, and just keep amplifying that. I love this. It pleases, pleasure pleases your guardians and guides, right? Give yourself massive amounts of pleasure right now and tons of kudos. Look at that sun breaking through. It's so beautiful right now. Can you see all that sun? So gorgeous. Okay, Aquarius, this one's for you. All right, you've got the 4 of lasers with the keyword ritual. So if what you're creating doesn't come from the source of incredible magic that's divined through ritual, look again, right? You've got a great plan, and it's a super good idea, and it has to be born from authentic ritual, the way that you like to cast spells, okay, sweetie? So this is the moon phase that shows you kind of like taking a second look. This is the waxing crescent moon phase. You're taking a second look at maybe a small little area that's neglected that you need to feed and grow a little stronger. Get those roots fed a little stronger. And look to your authentic magic that totally works for you. And don't put yourself down. It's not too simple. You don't have to be fancy. You don't have to invent a new thing. We want you just like you are, Aquarius. Oh my goodness. And now Pisces, here we go. Pisces, so fun to be at the ocean with you, Pisces. You've got the Hanged One. The key word is pause. This is a full moon phase showing you celebrating the rest and relaxation that you just so richly deserve. If you don't feel like, once you gave yourself that amount of rest, that you had enough rest, give yourself more. Sweethearts, I hope you enjoyed our live broadcast down at the beach today. It's been so much fun. Remember, you can get Moon Baby Magic Tarot at 25% off through Solstice using the offer code on my website, moonbabe69. I will post in the description of the video Curtis and Jenna's Hot Ones vid that they did where Jenna's wearing this hat. Boone gave this to me. We call it my Jenna hat because I love Curtis and Jenna so much. Please, please remember that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is my spell. I cannot wait to look back at our replay and see what everybody said in the chat. I'm going to turn you around so you can see where we are, sweeties, because isn't that fun? Normally you get just a tiny slice of my bedroom. We'll check it out. There's the Huntington Beach Pier. Isn't it beautiful? And we're going to look just a little further south. There's Tower 6. We're at Tower 6 at Taco Bell Reef. And we're looking back at The good old apartment building that's now condos, that's built literally right on the sand, that thing is going to get erased if there's even the smallest amount of increase in the ocean. That's going to get erased. And then there's the beautiful palm trees in the background. There's Sweet Faye. Wave, Faye. Wave. And there's my fellas. I'm sure that there's your wave. There we go, cuties. I hope you had a lot of fun at the beach with me today. We're off to the volleyball banquet tonight, where Boone is literally going to order his ring for the state championship. It's just been such a dream. All of this just shot through the eclipse portal in ways we never could have imagined. Sweethearts, I hope you're doing well, and remember, I said it again, and I'll say it constantly till I return to the earth in my bones, that magic is your birthright and everything's a spell. This is my beach witch spell. Love you, sweeties. Bye. I'm not sure how to sign off, darling. I cannot see this. Boon Boon. I might need you. I can't see.
Yeah.
Hi, cuties, if you're still with me. I cannot see the screen. So this will take a moment. Here we go.
Yeah,